For this recipe, we really need like 4 or 5 simple ingredients. That's what I like about it. That's really Italian cuisine. So of course, we're going to start with the olio d'oliva, with some olive oil. Then we're going to have some vino bianco, some white wine. We're going to use some tomato paste. Then we're going to have some garlic, some aglio. And then we're going to use nduja, which is really a Calabrese-style spreadable salami. It's pork and hot pepper. It's blended really fine and then aged in a pork casing. I use it usually for crostini, also to add flavor to sauces, like ragu in this case. Then we're going to have some salsiccia, some pork sausage. We're going to have some prezzemolo, some parsley. And to finish, we're going to have some porcini mushroom. I always say, of course, if you have fresh porcini mushroom, that's the best you can have. But dry porcini really has a nice, intense flavor, so it goes really well with the pork sausage. The good way to use it, before you making the sauce, like even 10 minutes before, you just put the porcini, dry porcini, into some warm water. And what's really important is that water will absorb the flavor for the porcini, so it becomes a little bit the nice mushroom stock, which we're gonna add to our sausage and porcini ragu. So we're first gonna start cutting some aglio, some garlic. A couple of cloves will do it. We're just going to put a little bit of pressure on it. Or just, it's always better when you use a fresh garlic. Now we're going to finally chop the garlic. We don't have to be very precise. We really want the flavor out of it. Oh, it smells so good. Now we're going to chop some parsley. Now what I do in this case, I'm going to chop the parsley. I'm going to use the parsley stem. We use the parsley stem because when we fry at the beginning, they don't become black. If we use the leaf, they will burn. And there's also a good way to use parsley and don't waste anything. Now I'm going to put a pot on the stove. We're going to put a high heat. I'm going to put a little bit of olio d'oliva. Wow, a little bit in Italian means a good quantity. Nice, beautiful. Lots of flavor with the olive oil. Now we're going to put the parsley in it and the garlic. Beautiful. We want to pay attention on this because we don't want to burn the garlic, otherwise it will taste bitter. Before the garlic becomes dark, we're going to add right away some of the wet mushroom. We'll take the mushroom, we squeeze them, we put a little bit of pressure on it, and we add them to garlic and parsley. Nice. Now we keep the water with the mushroom aside. Now we're going to get the sausage, the salsiccia. We're going to take the sausage out of the casing and add it in. Beautiful. My God. That's a great combination, sausage and porcini. What I like about this recipe, of course, you can make with pasta, but also if you make a little bit of polenta, cornmeal, you can add this ragu on top. So you can do so many things with that. Now once we put the sausage and the mushroom, we're going to put the nduja, our special flavor. Just a little scoop, we don't need too much to it. Now we're going to work this with the wood spoon. We want to break it up a little bit, the sausage. And also the nduja will melt in. Now we're going to add a nice tomato paste, which gives a nice color to the ragu. Just a little bit. After that, we're going to put the white wine so the tomato paste melts in. Nice. We're really 5 minutes away to have a nice ragu. While we do that, we're going to chop some nice fresh parsley. It's important to have a nice and finely chopped when you to use as a garnish. In this case, I really want the flavor from the parsley. So I'm going to put more parsley in it now. When you use fresh herbs, I always tell people it's better more than less. And now we're going to add our special ingredients, which is the mushroom water, really important. When we put the mushroom sometimes have a soil in it, so the soil will go to the bottom. So when we pour a little bit of that mushroom stock, we pour really slowly. We don't need all of it, maybe just an half cup. We want to make sure this sauce is not really liquidy. See, when I cook, I guess like every Italian, when I cook, start to smell, all the flavor comes together, we start to get really excited. So now we're going to mix a little bit in. Viva l'Italia, you see? 4 ingredients makes a magic. Nduja, tomato paste, sausage, porcini. Now we're gonna use a fresh pasta, which really takes not even 5 minutes to cook. We just made that. Now the pasta is ready. We're gonna get the spider. So instead of a pasta strainer, we can just scoop it out directly the pasta with a little bit of their water inside the sausage ragu. Beautiful. It's the most exciting moment for a cook. This is a real important step when you're making pasta, because you see all that semolina, all that pasta will absorb the flavor from the sausage. And the starch of the pasta will make the sauce a little bit more creamy. Madonna. Don't rush this step, it's really important. If you see that your pasta is a little bit way too dry, this pasta shouldn't be over saucy. You add a little bit of a pasta cooking water to it and you mix it up. So this pasta is ready. We're gonna turn it off. What we can do, we dobbiamo mantecare. Now we're gonna mix with the cheese. Nice pecorino, parmigiano, which will make the pasta even more creamy. I'll put a little bit of cheese here. We'll take it out from the heat, right here. And now we mix in. Oh, beautiful. Also, it's really important, Italians don't like usually pasta over sauce. So we have here the right amount, and that noodle, look how much sauce will carry, because it's not made noodle, so the surface of the pasta is not smooth, so the sauce sticks to it. A nice touch now to finish the pasta, e mettere un po' di prezzemolo, to put a little bit of parsley. We'll take some parsley, roughly chop. It just gives that nice touch of freshness and color. Basta così, enough. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley on top, beautiful. Because really, parsley is a great combination always with mushroom. Now, my favorite part, assaggiare. I gotta taste the pasta. I gotta get some pasta, a little bit of salsiccia, and I gotta find the mushroom. You can have all the three combinations together. So good. This is really, I feel like a nonna's kitchen. Now, I want you to make this dish. It's really easy. Like 10-15 minutes, you can use regular packaged pasta or fresh pasta. Now, I'm gonna keep eating. Ciao.